believe it or not, Stevie's story starts right here. And what I'm about to share with you is because if you're caring for an animal who has an illness or any type of imbalance or condition that you may feel is unfair, I want you to hear this message. Because sometimes what looks like a problem is actually your soul agreement. This is where I found Stevie as a kitten. He was right under the bushes there. He was tiny, weak, dehydrated, and he was laying in these bushes. And I remember I didn't rush to him in panic. I actually stopped for a moment and just looked at him. And then I spoke to him and I said, "Do you want me to help you?" And all he did was open up his eyes, blink several times. And if you know cats, you know what that means. And for me, that was a clear yes. So I said, "Okay, I gotcha." And I didn't know it yet, but that was the beginning of our agreement. And by the way, my name is Dulcinea, and I'm an animal communicator. And this is the work I live every day. So let me show you where we continued our healing journey. So this is the laundry room. And this is where I brought him in to this beautiful space. And he lived in here for months. And yes, he went to the vets, and of course, but this room became his safe space. And honestly, it became my practice and my healing space as well with him. Because I learned something through Stevie that I'll never forget. Healing isn't always about doing more. Sometimes it's about just becoming calmer and softer and more present. And Stevie was born what was called a megacolon. So his body wasn't working the way it needed to, and he couldn't go to the bathroom normally. Now, I remember that the vet recommending, oh my God, the vet said, "I think you should euthanize him." I said, "No, we're not doing that, because that's not our agreement." Now, just to give you a little bit of background, Stevie was born in the cattery, and her mama, let me see if I can see her, Sylvia. I don't see her. Sylvie, where are you? Okay, so Sylvia, she gave birth to Stevie and 6 other kitties. However, what she did was she rejected him after 2 months, month and a half, 2 months, yep. Hi, honey. That's Jack. That's Jack. And that's when I found him in the bushes outside. That's Max. That's one of Stevie's brothers. Anyway, when I say rejection, it's not, "Oh, I don't like you." She knew something, hey, Stevie. She knew something was not right with his body and that she couldn't help him with that. And she was right about that. So, hence, finding him in the bushes. I want to pause, and I want you to know that this can be triggering for some people. But here's what I mean. Some animals choose to incarnate into the bodies that need extra support, not as punishment, not because you did something wrong, but because they're not only here to heal, they're here to teach. And I'm going to be honest, when you are caring for an animal like that, it brings things up like fear and guilt and anger and the feeling of helplessness. But those emotions are not there to punish you. They're there to help reveal what's really being transformed. And that's exactly what Stevie did with me. Trek has come into the room too. Because what I learned in this room was not just patience, not just slowing down. It was letting go of the pressure to do it perfectly. And it was following his lead. And most of all, it was learning how to be in the space where healing could happen. Because our agreement wasn't fix me. Our agreement was be with me. Stay present with me. Love me. That's unconditional love, regardless of the circumstances. And to this day, Stevie still needs medication 3 times a day. And so this isn't a story where everything is magical and perfect overnight. This is real love. This is devotion. This is his amazing love and consistency. Because yes, he takes his medicine like candy because he knows he needs it. And he knows it's love. And I don't look at him like he's broken. Oh my God. Never, ever. Because he's not. So if you're walking a path like this with your animal, whether it's physical or emotional, I want you to ask yourself something gently. First of all, what are they teaching you? And what do you need to learn about yourself to be more present with them? Because our animals are sacred teachers, and sometimes they're not asking us to do more. They're asking us to be different, calmer, softer, more trusting, more loving. So if this message resonates with you, take a moment today. Put your hand on your heart. Picture your animal feeling safe and just breathe with them. And if you want deeper support, I'll leave the links below. You're not alone in this. I want you to know that. Because your animal is not alone either. Stevie, he's so busy in this room. Thank you, Trek. Oh, thank you, Stevie. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.